Good morning and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
And a good morning to you. It is Coffee Ann time here on WOON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us on Tuesday morning, October the 28th. This is Joe Callahan, and we'll say good morning around the Coffee Ann table to Linda Thibault. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning.
And AJ Brissett from the Do You Remember program, joining us a little early on the Coffee Ann program. Hi, AJ.
Good morning.
Ed Carew cannot be with us this week. We expect Ed to be back next week. So he'll be joining us. But our first segment sponsor of Coffee Ann is, I got to get this right now, is the Carew Investment Group. So we're going to hear a message here from Mr. Ed Carew.
Are you retired or retiring soon? That's great. Congratulations. You may be retiring, but your money can't afford to retire. I'm Ed Carew of the Carew Investment Group at 2190 Mendon Road, Suite 3, Cumberland, Rhode Island. At the Carew Investment Group, we offer personal investment management of client money, especially from the proceeds of their 401k distribution after they leave the workforce. So to find out more about our services and for professional management of your investments, call Ed or Paul Carew at 765-8880. Securities are offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC, and advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
All right, thanks, Ed. And we move on to the Coffee Ann program. A couple of housekeeping things. So I don't know if you knew about this, Linda, but tomorrow, Wednesday, October the 29th, Landmark Medical Center is having a free breast screening event going on. Yep, and it's for uninsured women that are 40 and over.
What a good idea.
No documentation or insurance is needed. It's from 12 to 4. At Landmark Medical Center on Cass Avenue. It'll take place at the Women's Imaging Center, 115 Cass Avenue, because everyone deserves access to life-saving screenings. Would you agree with that?
I do.
All right. Linda is a registered nurse, by the way, AJ.
Okay. Very generous of them.
Yes.
Community-minded. Excellent.
They would like you to register. Call them at 769-4100, extension 2450, if you want to take part in this event. So it's free breast screening for women over 40 that are uninsured. It takes place on Wednesday, October the 29th from 12 to 4. All right. Other things going on. Other things. On November 15th, we talk about this every Friday with Rich Elaine, but there's going to be a spaghetti dinner fundraiser for all donations that go to Post 85 to benefit their Veterans Courtesy Card. Do you know what the Veterans Courtesy Card does, AJ?
No, I don't.
No. Yeah. They've been donated a car from Imperial Cars.
Yeah, okay.
And
I'm familiar with that. They do that every year.
They have this at
they have the car. Yeah.
At the post.
Yeah.
And the veterans called them up and say, "Can you take me to my doctor appointment?" And the veterans courtesy card takes them to their doctor appointment.
Mm-hmm.
For free.
That's not what I was thinking of. There's an organization that gives a free car every year to veterans.
That's something else we're doing.
Yeah.
NEHAV, New Englanders Helping Our Veterans. Yeah. But this is something that the Post does for free. They'll pick you up, and you got to schedule it ahead of time. But they'll pick you up and they'll take you to the doctor appointment. They'll wait for you, and then they'll bring you home.
And they only do
one per day.
One veteran at a time.
Yes.
If it's close by, they can do more than one. Dave and I already have our tickets to that.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. It takes place on Saturday, November 15th. It's $10 per person. All donations benefit the Veterans Courtesy Car. Yeah. And there'll be door prizes, 50-50 raffle, more good music, good conversation, good fun. Because, as you know, gas is expensive. And
insurance.
Insurance is what is the killer on this thing. Yeah. So remember that, Saturday, November 15th. Yeah. Spaghetti dinner, $10 fundraiser to benefit the Veterans Courtesy Car.
I think that's a great service.
It is a great service that they do it. And Rich was telling us the car goes out about 15 days out of 30.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And that excludes the weekends, too.
Exactly. So. And, and I know somebody that goes to Brockton, so it's not
He drives to Brockton, they drive to Boston, they'll go up to Mass Eye and
the drivers are all volunteers, and many of them are veterans themselves, Yeah.
All right, and well, here's where we are now in the city of Woonsocket. With the ongoing government shutdown impacting SNAP benefits, more than 11,000 Woonsocket residents may face food insecurity beginning this Saturday, November 1st. The city of Woonsocket is calling on all residents, community groups, and businesses who are able to help support our local food pantries during this critical time. Local food pantries are urgently in need of non-perishable food donations, including pasta, beans, rice, cereal, canned fruit, canned beef stew, canned chicken, canned tuna, canned everything, basically. And some pantries are also able to accept fresh, refrigerated, or frozen foods. Those interested in becoming a donation site, hosting a food drive, or arranging a pickup can contact Margot Morisseau. She's the Human Services Director for the City of Woonsocket, 767-9282. But there are some local pantries that are having some food drives. Community Care Alliance at 245 Main Street. If you want to drop off food, Connecting for Children and Families at 719 Front Street. Holy Trinity Parish on Park Avenue. Milagros Project on North Main Street, St. Agatha's Church on Joffrey Street, I should say, St. James Episcopal on Hamlet Ave, and St. Joseph's Cupboard on Mendon Road. Just if you can drop anything off, they would certainly appreciate it.
That gets me, this political correctness. People are experiencing food insecurity. Give me a break.
Yeah, it's 2025. This should not be happening, right?
No, but I mean, food insecurity, they're basically starving. They don't have any food. There's a shortage of food. I think that's a little more serious than insecurity.
Well, it's not that there's a shortage of food.
For them, there is.
Well, yeah, but they wait for the first of the month to have their SNAP benefits reloaded on the card, and then they go out and get it.
Right.
Well, now, if things keep going the way they are, this Saturday, there won't be any benefits on the card.
Right. No, they won't. Their card won't get.
It won't work.
They won't get recharged.
I understand that. I'm
Okay.
just questioning the use of the word insecurity.
Oh, insecurity?
It's a polite word. It's
Yeah.
a polite word that's used now. It's
It
just
is.
like when in football when they say they fumbled. No, ball insecurity or whatever. But
security, yeah.
now the scouts were out last week too, putting play cards. And now they'll
they
be
collecting
collecting. Yeah, that's what they do that every year.
Yeah.
For the food bank, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they do that every year.
They're doing it now.
They've already been out. The placards are out already. They're collecting, I think, next
On the 2nd.
Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have to use the nice words, AJ,
Yeah.
to make people feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
We always say, "Oh, we had to put the dog down." We don't say we had to have the dog killed.
Yeah, it's like he was killed by friendly fire.
Friendly fire. Yeah. I bet they would say wasn't
That's
very
supposed to
friendly to
make
me. That's supposed to make it feel better. Yeah. Does that make it any
Those
better?
are feel-good words.
Yeah,
Insecurity.
yeah. So,
but no,
all right.
it's definitely an issue, and a lot of people will be going hungry. They won't be. They won't. Yeah.
All right.
That's a fact.
In case you didn't stay up very late last night, Game 3 of the World Series went 18 innings.
I know.
Did you stay up for the whole thing?
I couldn't. I went to bed, and it was 4-2, and then it was 4-4. But yeah, 18. That's
Yeah.
gotta be a record, huh?
It ties a record.
Yeah.
It is one for the history books. Dodgers and Toronto Blue Jays were tied at one game apiece going into Monday's matchup in LA. 18 innings later, the Dodgers managed to hold on for a 6-5 win over Toronto.
Yeah.
And a game that's now tied for the most innings in a fall classic history. The other one was 18 innings, Game 3 between the Dodgers and the Boston Red
And the Red
Sox.
Sox,
And I think I'm not sure if the Red Sox won that game or not.
Well, Pawtucket still has the record.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
33 innings, but this is for the World Series
Right, I get it.
by itself.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what, Joe? I get it.
Yeah. No, the thing is, I wasn't going to watch, but I do like the Dodgers.
Well, you like Mookie
I like Mookie.
and Dave Roberts,
And
right?
yeah, and I do. I like Mookie. He's still good.
But what I don't like is the way Major League Baseball is promoting it, because it's come watch the World Series, watch Shohei Ohtani and the great L.A. Dodgers taking on these other guys.
Yeah.
I go,
Well,
well, obviously you want the Dodgers to win.
Yeah.
It's because Shohei's our guy. He's our marquee guy, and we
Well,
want him to win.
Yamamoto did a heck of a job too.
Well,
yeah,
him
yeah.
too. All right.
Him too, yeah. But this was Freeman, right?
I don't know. I don't know who pitched
It was
last
Freeman.
night. Was it?
No, it was not Freeman. No, Freeman's not a pitcher, but no, he got a home run. He's the one that
Oh, okay.
got the 6 to, yeah.
And the Patriots won.
Yes, they
Yes,
did.
they did.
But once again, they started off slow at the beginning.
Very slow.
Very slow. And
Usually
what did you say? What did you tell me? They can't do that against.
Can't do that against the really good
the
teams.
Really good teams. Yeah.
And
I think a lot of people are surprised.
at their record, yeah, gotta love it at 6-2. And like I said yesterday, when the when the score became 30-7 in favor of the Patriots, then I relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we have it now.
Yeah, I
think
think
we have it
so.
in the back.
I think
when
so.
it was 9-7 at the half,
Yeah.
I was really nervous.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I'm glad we have the lead.
Yeah,
But oh
yeah,
boy,
yeah, yeah.
we've got to come out strong.
Yeah.
So how about this, AJ? You're a music buff. It was on this day in 1957, after a show at the Pan Pacific Auditorium in Los Angeles, local police told Elvis Presley that he was not allowed to wiggle his hips on stage.
Of course.
I remember those days.
The local press also ran headlines saying Elvis would have to clean up his act.
Yeah.
The next night, the LA Vice Squad filmed his entire concert because they needed to study his performance. Someone must have been there with a clipboard.
Remember,
One.
Yeah. Remember
Two.
on television they could only
Yeah.
from the waist
Yeah, Ed
up.
Sullivan wouldn't allow
Ed
him to be
Sullivan. Yeah.
Well,
filmed from the waist down.
and the year before,
Yeah.
1956, Elvis Presley made his second appearance on Ed Sullivan.
Yeah.
And he sang Love Me Tender, Don't Be Cruel, Hound Dog, and Love Me on 56. But I think it's funny that we actually get to send somebody out, we're going to film him, and then we have to study his performance act and take notes.
Where are those people now when you see some of the things you're seeing?
It's
you
not-
know, in the music world, huh? It's
Not an
even-
issue, not really an issue anymore.
Not,
Well,
definitely beyond
Yeah.
what should be.
You know, this is before your time, but rock and roll, when it first started, was banned in a lot of places by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Just because of the lyrics and things like that. Not because of the movements of the people, but oh yeah, I've seen the video of I don't know, it's a DJ or whatever. It's a DJ at some radio station, and he goes, "Rock and roll's got to go at BC or whatever he had." And
yeah.
he smashes the
Yeah.
record, and they go, "We'll never play this again." It was back to
But they
country
did
music or whatever
but
they played.
did the same thing when they were doing swing in the 20s too.
Yeah.
In the Charleston, they thought outrageous, you know. And, yeah.
I've always what I've learned over the years is everybody believes that the music of their generation is the greatest.
Yeah, of
and everything
course.
that comes after
Yeah.
is garbage.
Right.
And there's a man that worked here at the radio station, AJ. His name was Tim McNamara. Tim was a great guy. He grew up in the 50s, loved the new rock and roll, but before that, he was a huge big band fan. And when he was here at the station in the 80s and 70s and 80s, he would play big band music. Glenn Miller and all those guys,
yeah.
because he loved it. But he told me the story, you know, when Glenn Miller came out and Artie Shaw and all those guys,
yeah.
his father
Yeah.
was telling him, "What are you listening to that garbage for?"
Right, of course, of course. That's, I mean,
They
every
thought it was-
generation has
They
that.
he thought it was terrible, and the only thing that was good was opera.
Yeah, yeah.
That-
Classical, yeah,
That was music,
yeah.
not what you're listening to.
Well, look at the music today. It's garbage.
I would agree with you.
And
It's
that,
not music anyways.
and that's what-
believe music.
but it's funny that, and I remember being a teenager, and it's like, well, no, I wasn't going to be that way. I'm going to I like the music now. I like the classics, of course, and I go, well, I'm just always going to like what new music comes out. I'm just going to always like that. Well, I was completely wrong. it's like wow. Like you said, well, today's music is just garbage, isn't it?
Spend an hour at Planet Fitness and listen to what they play. Oh my God.
Do they over the loudspeakers? Is that
Yeah.
okay? That's why you got to bring your own, right?
No.
Your own earbuds.
Well, I used to bring my own, but the music they play is so loud it overrides.
Overrides it.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. You think they would look around and change the music depending on the demographics of the people that are there? Okay. No one. If you depending on the day at the time, let's say it's 9 a.m. Okay, the kids are in school, so why are we playing all this Taylor Swift for everybody? Why aren't we playing something older?
You know, if they played Taylor Swift, I'd be okay. The stuff they play there,
Oh,
But
I have never heard.
yeah,
I don't
Okay.
know who the artists are,
yeah,
and you don't hear them anywhere else.
yeah.
okay. Well, There you go.
And it's not even music, Joe.
No, that's
You know what it is, though? In places where they do exercise and stuff like that, it's the beat they're looking for.
Oh, yeah.
well, that's all there is.
There's no music. It's just, boom, 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 boom.
Thump, thump,
Yeah.
thump,
I told you
thump,
about my grandson's wedding.
Yeah,
Did I tell you about my grandson's
I think so.
wedding?
Is that in Hartford?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, no, it wasn't
No?
in Hartford. It was, I forgot, it was in Connecticut. I forgot the town now. But the point is, these are like mid-20s kids,
Yeah.
maybe, they're all working. They all have fantastic jobs, houses, anything, and everything. But, at a wedding, there were like 300 people.
Yeah.
And so they did they danced.
Right, the slow
bride
dancing.
and the groom.
Okay.
They called it this. I tried to do some choreography for it, but they danced, and then all of a sudden they went like this, and the rest of the night was ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-bum. And everybody, the dance floor was full.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Nobody
yeah.
sat down, and they're all,
so
and I'm
kids
like,
want. That's
and
funny.
you should have seen, they even pulled Dave up on the stage with them.
Oh,
He
jeez.
has no moves.
No.
Sounds like me.
But that's what it is,
Well, yeah, it's what the kids want.
In the world of that's what they're looking for, so they can. It's the beat.
Yeah.
Right, and then
Because you can't
that's it.
understand any words they're saying, anyways.
No.
Sounds like my granddaughter's wedding. From the moment people got up to dance, no one ever got off the floor the whole
Yeah.
night.
Really?
They stayed on the floor all night.
Yeah.
Wow.
The floor was packed all night long, and I kept saying, "What is that song?
Does this have a title?
What is that song?" It was so funny.
Is that music?
Well, yeah, but I did. Dave and I get out there and we did some.
Tried
of that
something,
thing.
all right.
Well, you did. Grammy and Pop have to get out there too.
All right, we're going to take a break here in the Coffee and program, but more coming your way. Comments and questions can be called in at 766-1240. This portion of Coffee And's been sponsored by the Carew Investment Group.
They say in business you don't last very long if you don't know what you're doing. And if that's the case, we must know a thing or two at the Carew Investment Group because we've been in the business since 1987, helping people just like you with their investments. At the Carew Investment Group, we employ a conservative approach to client portfolios by using only the best quality companies available, many of which pay quarterly dividends. We look for opportunities that we expect to go up in value not every day, but over time. And we take our responsibility seriously and always place our clients first in any investment decision. If you'd like to know more or would like a free portfolio review of your current holdings, you can call Paul or Ed at 765-8880. Our office is located at 2190 Mendon Road, Suite 3 in Cumberland, Rhode Island, and we'd love to meet you and see if we can help you with your investing journey. Securities offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC, and advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
First news, best music. This is ON Radio.
And thrills take over. Six Flags New England bring the whole family for Kids Boo Fest. Fun and games. But when night falls, haunted mazes and monsters awaken. Experience the fright, if you dare. Only at Fright Fest. Sponsored by Snickers. September 20th to November 2nd at Six Flags New England.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date. Your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected. Your floor mats are cleaned and delivered. And your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your Nature Made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
ON Radio.
It is Coffee and here on ON. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Linda Tebow and AJ Brissett. And so I got a question for you, Linda. Linda, AJ, was also the town administrator in North Smithfield For how many years?
For 2 years, but I was
Jesus.
I
And you were on the council.
I was president of the council. Yeah, 7 years in public office.
How about that?
Yeah,
And being a registered nurse.
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Impressive. All right, the question I have for you, because we got the story today, and it doesn't do with North Smithfield, but Smithfield Town Council and the school committee joint workshop scheduled for today has been canceled due to overflow concerns. All right. The town says it's not able to move the meeting to a larger venue because that requires a minimum of 48 hours notice. Sound right?
That's right.
Okay. The meeting was to focus on budget issues, but there has been a recent backlash over 5 Smithfield High School football players who were cut, then reinstated after accusations of anti-Semitic hazing. The workshop will be rescheduled after the next school committee meeting on November 6th. Okay, the question is, we can't move it because we would have to have a minimum of 48 hours notice. But how come you can just cancel it without 48 hours notice?
Well, because you can.
Well, why?
Well, I mean.
Why isn't the same rules apply?
Well, no, it's not. It's not quite the same. It's not quite the same because if they were expecting a huge crowd.
That's right.
And it would be safe. So for public safety, they can't. They can't hold the meeting there.
Right, but why don't they have to give 48 hours notice?
Because they have to give. No, because it's a public safety thing.
It's also a state law
Yeah.
that before a public body can meet, they have to give public notice
Yeah.
for at least 48 hours.
And where? And the location of it.
But I understand.
And
I understand that part. If you want to
location,
move
it's
it,
also got to be put in the paper.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
And that's when that's when they wanted to move it. We have to
Right.
give 48
You
hours.
have to wait 48
But if you want to cancel it, you can give an hour's notice. And now forget it. We're not having it at
Well,
all.
it's not really quite the same. Like for instance, if there was a huge snowstorm or something, they would cancel. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, if it would. So you can't. Some things you can't do 48 hours notice.
I guess not. Okay. I just thought the same
and
rules
I think
should
it's
apply.
more about public safety.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to post a meeting 48 hours before.
Right.
With your agenda and everything, and so. That's like if you're canceling this because of a public safety issue.
That's why they're
That's
postponing
why.
it. Yeah.
And but then now, yeah, you got to let people know. But in 48 hours, we'll have this meeting, and it's going to be at a different menu.
Okay. All right. I'm sure you guys might remember this. I do not. But this was called in 766-1240. Talk about up dancing at the weddings.
Yeah.
And no one leaves the dance floor. Dancing all night. They used to do this at the YMCA every Saturday night in the early 60s. The girls never got off the floor.
They did.
They did. I remember. I remember going to some of those. And
Yeah.
I mean.
You never left the floor?
I don't know about that.
Why?
I'm not sure.
AJ, do you remember?
Yes, I swept the floor.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, let's see other things going on. It's we got our first one of the year, and it's going to happen more because it just always does. A man from Wakefield, Rhode Island, had to be rescued off Mount Washington.
Already?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Already, and so it starts.
Yeah.
He's only 20, but he was able to call for help.
Was he hiking?
Yes, he was near Tuckerman's Ravine, if you know where that is on Mount Washington.
That's a tough place to be.
And and what happens is, whoosh, winter. It started snowing.
Well, of course. It
And
did.
now it's cold.
Of course. Yeah.
And he did have on a one of those lights that you put on the hats, so you know where he is.
Yeah.
And his phone was dying. Plus that was dying too.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And he did quickly make a call. And I need help, and they sent out the headlamp. That's what I'm looking for. We're both dying. Search and rescue team was dispatched, and a fully chained truck drove to the trail, and they found him. And instead of taking him down the mountain, they took him to the top of the mountain instead, and to put him on the cog railway. And so take the train down.
Oh, okay.
And he probably had to pay for it too.
They do charge you. The rescue people do charge you
yes,
for that
they
if they
do.
find out that it's through your own negligence.
If you're being stupid. Well, he called to say, I'm stuck. I don't have all the right equipment to spend the night.
So
I
they'll
cannot-
probably charge him.
Probably. I don't think he was planning on spending the night on the mountain. It's just like, please come and find me, because I won't survive because I don't have the right equipment. I don't know. Well, so he wasn't being dumb, but he just got caught. in bad weather, and Mount Washington is rough.
Probably thought it was too early.
Or too early for the bad weather.
Yeah, but not up there.
But I've already heard it's already started to snow.
Yeah.
I
in the last couple of weeks.
climbed Mount Washington when it was 80 degrees at the base,
What was it at the summit?
40,
Yeah.
Wow.
and it started raining, and it was so windy. It was raining sideways with a heavy fog. You couldn't even see 3 feet in front of your face.
What month was this?
It was September.
Okay.
And there were at that time, there was 12 feet of snow in Tuckerman's Reveal. We took the
Still.
Tuckerman's
Wow.
Trail.
Tough, huh?
I would never go up there in the wintertime, and they rescue people all winter long up there who are ill-prepared to be there.
Yeah.
But people go up in the wintertime all the time because they want to ski Tuckerman's Ravine.
Right. I have
But-
a friend who used to ski Tuckerman's all the time.
Really?
Yes, there's no ski lifts there.
Wow.
So you got to
No.
take, you either got to hike up or you got to take the railway to get to it, and then you ski it.
And it's a pretty steep.
And you got to know what you're doing.
Well, I would think you would.
Yeah. All right, we have another note called in 76612. So we just that's our first save of the season in at Mount Washington.
First of what will be many.
More to come. All right, 7661240. Note called in. Okay, hope this government shutdown gets resolved this week. We talked about the food pantries that are collecting food. Am I being naive, or has Trump gone overboard big time? Jobs everywhere. Sorry, that was yesterday's. This was a continuation of that. Went to the little general store over the weekend. The manager said he had to dramatically reduce monthly deliveries of all products, especially meats. The store services approximately 30 to 50 families in the area who receive SNAP benefits. This store's business will suffer badly, and it's just the beginning if this continues. And I've heard that, and even the bigger chains.
A lot of the markets, if they don't have, it will cut down on
their sales.
Of course it will.
Yeah. What did I hear yesterday? The first of the month, it floods in $29 million into people with SNAP benefits that Shaw's and Star Market and Market Basket and Little General aren't going to get.
Right.
And what do they do? they haven't received their money to go out and buy more products.
Or to pay their staff.
Pay their staff, all that necessities, all those little things like that.
Domino effect.
Yeah. And I don't know, have you heard about, I don't think it'll happen in this area, but there's people already calling for violence. And we're just gonna raid. You ever see the looting that happens when bad things were happening, and they were going after Target and stealing all the clothes and things like that. Well, now the charge is we're charging into Walmart to get the food if the SNAP benefits are not up and running starting on Saturday. And I don't know if that would happen around here, but some of your bigger cities, maybe Boston, but I'm thinking like Chicago has a lot of trouble, and Detroit has a lot of trouble, and I don't know about New York City, or Philadelphia, or Dallas, or L.A. I don't know what's going to happen in some of these really bigger cities. I can see this happening if it doesn't straighten out. And I don't know what your guys' opinion is. I said I don't know who's wrong and right in this. The Democrats keep blaming Trump. The Republicans keep blaming the Democrats.
They're both wrong.
And I'm like, I said,
they're both wrong.
And they each blame the other. I'm like,
they're both wrong.
Okay, they're both wrong.
They're both. No, I mean, first of all, they're playing. It's politics.
Well, of course it is. And
so, but it takes two.
I know.
To cause problems.
But all we keep hearing is they keep having these votes to open up the government again.
Well, of course, but they keep saying no.
And it keeps getting shut down.
So why? Yeah.
And the Republicans say, well, it's the Democrats are voting to keep the government shut down. Yeah. And then the Democrats say, but it's all the Republicans' fault.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's right?
The bottom line is they're playing politics with people's lives, and that's
right.
wrong.
It is wrong.
Well, that's what I mean. It is playing politics. It is. But I mean, and not only the SNAP benefits, and that's a lot of people. Mm-hmm. But a lot of those federal employees, including, are not getting paid.
And they still have to work.
And they still have to work.
Yeah.
And so, they're going to get hungry too, because it's very possible many of them could be living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
You know?
And what I've heard is on past government shutdowns, the SNAP benefits were never affected. This time it is. I don't know if that's a political move to try to get it to for something to happen faster, but it doesn't seem to have worked. It's just is this the longest shutdown we've had, or second longest? I forget where we are.
It's been a while.
It's almost a month now.
Yeah.
Or a little over a month. So I don't know. So well, but then you say, well, I guess Trump's not too concerned. He's in Southeast Asia. He's visiting Japan and South Korea, and they just signed some peace treaty between a couple of Southeast Asian countries, and they're all very happy about it over there. So he doesn't seem. It's not on his high priority list to get this done, unless he just he gave it over to his people under him and say, take care of this. I'm going to Japan. So
The only thing ever on his high priority list is himself.
Well, then there's his golf game. And I'm sure he's playing some decent golf over there in Japan. So, well, you never know.
You know, I have a friend who's on vacation in Japan right now, too. I wonder if Trump will...
affect his vacation somehow?
Well, we'll probably stop by and say hi.
Yeah, probably. You get that nice invite, right? All right, we got to take a break here in the Coffee and program. More coming up, but it's time for the forecast. Looks like it's going to be a cloudy day today. This forecast is brought to you by Compassion International.
Mostly sunny skies today with a high near 54 and a breeze from the northeast. Tonight, cloudy skies, overnight low of 43. Wednesday's weather, cloudy all day, high of 52, northeast winds up to 25 miles per hour. Wednesday night, 50% chance of showers, cloudy, overnight low of 45, a tenth to a quarter of an inch possible Wednesday night. Thursday, 70% chance of showers likely, cloudy and 60 degrees, with a breeze from the east up to 25 miles per hour. Thursday night, showers and possibly thunderstorms. Overnight low of 52 with an east wind up to 30 miles per hour. Chance of rain Thursday night, 100%. Friday morning, Halloween day. Showers are likely in the early morning, left over from the night storm. Partly sunny skies will break out with a high near 60 degrees before sundown. It'll still be breezy from the west up to 25 miles per hour. Wednesday night, Halloween, mostly cloudy, overnight low of 43. Saturday, mostly sunny and 55. Sunday, mostly sunny and 54. Next Monday, another chance of showers, but partial sunshine with a high of 52.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, where we do have cloudy skies and a temperature reading of 45 degrees. Thousands of kids in poverty have waited over a year for a sponsor, and their wait today. Become a Compassion sponsor. Text radio to 83393. Are you ready to get back to work, kickstart your career, or start something new? Skills for Rhode Island's Future offers free hands-on workshops at the Woonsocket Education Center to help you build the skills for careers in finance, the trades, healthcare, and beyond. Register today to join our free upcoming Ready, Set, Work training programs with Electric Boat and Fidelity Investments. The Fidelity Investments program begins November 3rd, and the Electric Boat program starts November 17th. Space is limited, so don't wait. These programs connect you directly to employers who are hiring now. Visit skillsforri.com/readysetwork to learn more and register today.
We all know that Rhode Island has a hands-free law for cell phone use. Did you know that a new distracted driving law prohibits other use of a cell phone while driving? No texting, no surfing, no selfies. Only mounted devices may be used, and only for navigation. As always, the use of any mobile device is prohibited for drivers under 18. Make safe driving your only distraction. A message from the Rhode Island Broadcasters Association and the Rhode Island Police Chiefs Association.
ON, AM, and FM.
And it's Coffee Ann on ON. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here, along with AJ Brissett, and Linda Tebow is here as well. Well, a man from Burrillville is facing charges in connection with a head-on collision that happened last Thursday on Route 6 near Dean Street in Providence, if you know that general area of this capital city. The driver of a pickup truck and two passengers in an SUV were injured in the crash that took place around 4:15 a.m. You know, and all good things happen at 4 in the morning. Rhode Island State Police said the driver of the SUV, identified as 45-year-old Josu Rivera, fled the scene. Good for him. He was later located and charged with leaving the scene of an accident resulting in bodily injury and reckless driving. So there's, we're just going to add on to the charges.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't get very far. Just it doesn't say where he was located, but I guess he's the man from Burrillville facing those charges that causing the crash. Not good. So, all right. And you wonder. I don't know. It's been such a long time since I've been on Route 6 in Providence.
Oh, that's not far from the VA hospital.
Are head-on collisions can happen on that route?
Well, apparently it did.
Well, yes, this time, but I thought it was pretty much a divided highway, but I guess in certain places it's open and they can crash into each other. All right. Let's see. More medical news. Ready for this, Linda?
What you got?
Doctors at Mass General Brigham, right up in Boston, have removed a genetically modified pig kidney from a patient after a world record 271 days. He almost had it for a year.
Yeah.
Tim Andrews received the pig kidney transplant in January, and the organ was removed last week after a period of decreased function. So it was not working after a while. Mm-hmm. Andrews will resume dialysis treatments as he awaits a human kidney transplant. The pig kidney was supplied by Cambridge-based pharmaceutical company eGenesis. So, I guess they were just. You want to give it a shot?
But the thing is, a long wait, and what happens sometimes is they have to have more and more dialysis. More frequent, prolonged, and so. Wow, he got almost a year.
Yeah.
On that, and so now back on dialysis.
Well, I guess they could keep checking. All right, it's not doing what it used to. Yeah. So, all right. Wow.
That's amazing.
It's amazing that it worked for so long.
Yeah.
You got to start these experiments and see how things go, and maybe they'll get better and better as things go along. I heard about this last night. There was a flight that was going from Chicago to Germany on Saturday, and it got diverted to Logan Airport because 2 teenagers on the flight were stabbed with a fork by another passenger.
Oh my God.
Yeah, weird, huh? A man from India is accused of stabbing the teens with a fork. Federal prosecutors say the 28-year-old man is charged with assault with a deadly weapon while on a plane in the U.S. jurisdiction. Both teen victims suffered lacerations, but are not seriously injured. I heard one got a cut on the back of his head, one got cut on his neck, and it wasn't a plastic fork; it was a metal fork, which makes you wonder how did he get the metal fork on the plane, or was it given to him for, international flights tend to have meals.
They do.
So was he given something to use?
Yeah.
And from what I hear, they weren't the teenagers weren't doing anything. One was sleeping. And woke up because the guy was standing over him. And
that was going to be my question. Were they annoying him?
Well, they weren't. At least according to the reports I read, they weren't annoying him.
Well, it sounds from the report that they were attacked from the back.
One was.
Yeah.
I guess because of the seat assignments, they couldn't sit next to each other. So one's in front and one's, they're right behind each other. So, but it's just weird, huh? It doesn't say it here, but I'm sure when things like this happen on airplanes now, other passengers jump up and they subdue whoever it is, and they've got zip ties and duct tape on flights now to tie people down to a chair, a seat, and say don't move, and then obviously you can't move, and then no one leaves the airplane until the authorities come on and take that person off.
Remind me to avoid those flights.
The Chicago to Germany flight.
Nothing is safe anymore, right?
Really?
Really? Wow.
You just never know. So,
I assume the one with the fork was arrested.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's accused of stabbing the teens. Federal prosecutors have him, so they know who he is, and now he's in police custody. So he's not going anywhere for a while. So
I wonder what provoked that.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Did they do?
Were they doing something? Yeah. I don't know.
And you wonder too, where, how they. when they're on a plane, whose jurisdiction is it? Because like when a ship is in international waters and all of that, how about the air?
Well, because you're in U.S.
there
air.
is international airspace and
Yes.
U.S. airspace.
But they're over the
still-
United States, so it's U.S.
But they're
jurisdiction.
still U.S. air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
little more information. So, yes, the man from India has been charged with assault with a deadly weapon with intent to do bodily harm. One of the 17-year-old passengers was stabbed in his left clavicle, while another wounded on the back of his head. The suspect was once admitted to the U.S. on a student visa, but was not in the country lawfully. Guess the visa ran out.
Oh.
And now why he's going to Germany? Well, I don't know. Maybe he was
ISIS gonna
continuing
get him.
on to India, so maybe he didn't want to leave the U.S.
Yeah.
Here's a way of of staying here.
That's certainly not the way to keep a low profile.
Doesn't say he wants to keep a low profile.
Or to be invited back.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's too bad Ed's not here because we had good Middleborough stories of things going on in his town. Not a good one. Someone was accused of stabbing. This is the 41-year-old Middleborough man accused of stabbing death in June, pleaded not guilty Friday to first-degree murder. It's not Ed. So.
You notice more and more people getting stabbed.
Yes.
The former mayor,
in Fall River got stabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Right at his own house, right at the
Yeah, right around.
front door.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's tougher and tougher and tougher to get a gun.
Get a gun now. Huh?
And
But they can make
you don't want
them
to wait,
at
but
yeah.
you can go to. Knives are perfectly fine,
Well, plus stabbing is more quiet
except from the victim.
than shooting.
Yeah.
True, that's right. But there is a law on how long the blade can be.
Right.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Is it 6
yes.
inches or 7
Yeah.
inches, and that becomes illegal?
Right.
I think it's less than 6 inches.
Is it? Okay.
So,
But if you ever go to they used to have them all the time. You ever go to like a gun show, and where they can sell guns at gun shows. That's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait. But they also sell knives
Right.
at these shows too, and you should see the intricate
Really?
designs of some of these weapons. I'm like, yikes.
That's true.
And it's just, how much is that? $500. Here you go. It's all yours.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
No background checks.
No.
That's the other thing.
No,
There's
no,
no
no.
background
If you've got the
checks
money
for
for it, here it's just here you
yeah.
go. So it's like, yikes. There was another one. You talk about knife attacks around the upside. Someone, I think it was in Florida, machete attacks.
Well, yeah, but where do you
Yes.
get a machete?
Back at the knife store.
Back at the knife store? No, I mean, really.
Online, probably.
Yeah.
Go to Amazon.
You can get machetes anywhere.
You
Can you get them at Walmart?
Yes.
You can.
And they're not expensive, maybe $5. Last time I bought one, anyway.
They can't be that low.
But listen to this. I used to be administrator of a housing authority, and so I evicted a tenant, and then I got a call from legal services that I was being unfair because of my racial bias, is what the lawyer told me, and I said, yeah, you're right. I said, it had nothing to do with the fact that tenant attacked another tenant with a machete.
You're right.
So the legal person said, whoop, never
Whoa,
mind.
Really? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He didn't have that information in front of him.
Well, if you're the perpetrator, you're not going to tell your lawyer that.
Well, I guess not.
No,
That I
of course
started
not.
it.
No.
All right.
That Caucasian fellow
Yeah.
didn't like me.
Wow.
Because I'm crippled, right?
Right.
Up the road in Milton, Massachusetts. I didn't hear about this. Reports of shots fired at Curry College, which is a small private college up there in Milton. It activated a shelter-in-place order around 1 a.m. This would have taken place on 1 a.m. going into Monday morning. 2 damaged vehicles and other gunshot evidence was found in the parking lot near a residence hall. So this really took place. There were no reported injuries, and authorities said those involved are not part of the college community. Anyone with information is asked to contact Milton Police. This happened a couple of years ago where a student was killed at Worcester State.
Yes.
and the person that did it had no ties to this college at all.
Yeah.
Just happened to be there or went there for a party or something like that. I'm like, wow. You just I'm sure the kids just all assume, well, everybody's here. We're all students at the same school, but that's not always the case. It's like, wow. Okay. Let's see. Other things going. Oh, we're gonna get to some other things coming up, but we want to take another break here in the Coffee and program. But more coming your way, so stick around.
ON Radio.
Will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
ON Radio.
All right, Coffee and here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Callahan here with AJ Brissett and Linda Tebow. Let's see. Safest major city in the country. What do you think? Did you hear about which one is?
I just read about that.
Yeah, I did too, but I don't remember which one they said. I forgot.
San Jose.
Yeah, okay.
San Jose, California.
Yeah.
Safest major city in the country. Let's see. San Jose was ranked among the top 10 on the personal finance website for every safety metric considered. Categories include third lowest number of violent crimes per 100,000 people in the nation, and the fifth fewest property crimes. So there you go.
There you go.
They don't have the worst one, and they don't have
They
like.
ought to write a song about that.
Do you know the way to San Jose? They should do that, all right?
It'll never be Chicago.
No,
I don't
it's
think
not
so.
right now.
No.
Although we had a story either last week or the week before, Chicago had more visitors, more tourists this summer than they broke a record.
Really?
Wow.
Yes. Even with all the issues,
Yeah.
even with the killings every weekend, Chicago is still a huge tourist destination.
It is. Well, there's some great things in Chicago.
Well, they brought up everything that was going on. There was this festival, there was that festival. Businesses still have conventions in Chicago, which brings in a ton of people, and it's still a destination.
Yeah.
So how many of those visitors were attacked and assaulted?
Well, they didn't have that.
See, they don't have that.
Well, probably none. The people that get shot and killed are residents, it seems, of Chicago, not the visitors.
Oh, is that the rule?
That's the rule. That's because they ask you that beforehand. Yeah, we need to know where do you live. All right.
So are you a visitor or a resident?
Yeah.
Well, North Dakota. All right.
North Dakota.
Not much is going on in North Dakota.
No.
And so their governor, Kelly Armstrong, posted his support for the Special Olympics in North Dakota on social media. People gathered at Bismarck's Pier Bar and Grill for the LETR Polar Plunge on Sunday. And why they're having a polar plunge in October is...
in North Dakota.
I guess it's a little chillier there. Special Olympics North Dakota posted to social media about the event, writing, "Grab your costumes, courage, and your friends. It's time to get freezin' for a reason." That's clever. And support Special Olympics North Dakota. The governor wore like a three-piece suit and did a belly flop into the water. So, not too much to worry about there in North Dakota.
No.
If that's what the governor has time to do. You don't see Dan McKee doing that, do you? No. In Rhode Island? No, you just never see that. So, all right. But, well, good for them that, that nothing's going on there and that kind of thing. So, Linda, you had kids going to college. Any of them ever joined fraternities or sororities?
Actually, neither one of them did.
No?
I had my grandson and my granddaughter. And I think No, my grandson had thought about it and then
Decided
said
against
no.
it?
Yeah, he said no.
My son joined a fraternity when he went to college, and in his senior year, he was like the top guy. I don't know if it was a small school, so I said, "Where do you guys even meet?" Oh, in that closet over there. All 5 of us get together, kind of thing. But I bring it up because New Jersey prosecutors are investigating to see if charges should be brought in connection with a hazing incident that left a student in critical condition. I don't think my son ever did anything like this. The National Alpha Sigma Pi organization shut its Rutgers chapter after it said a hazing incident was connected to the 19-year-old getting injured earlier this month. The Patch is reporting the incident involved the student getting, ready, electrocuted from open wires and water, but no other details have been revealed.
Oh my God.
That's hazing?
It sounds like killing.
Yes,
Almost is what it does.
But is that another TikTok thing? Like
I don't know.
Set yourself on fire and jump off the trestle?
Maybe it's just maybe it's to see how much pain can you take before you pass out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's bizarre.
Well, hazing is illegal, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
I would say so, and it's always in the college handbooks. It's in the high school handbooks.
Well,
that this will not
that's why
take place,
they
but it always.
postponed the meeting because
right.
of football players.
The football players at Smithfield High.
Right.
So yeah, and it is. But that doesn't mean it doesn't take place. Murder's illegal too.
Yeah.
AJ. Yeah. It still happens for some reason. Right. But yeah, this one's. Let's stick wires into you, and see how much voltage you can take. But it put this kid in. He did just get injured. He didn't say how much injuries he's in, but enough to go to the hospital, I would say. But isn't that? I'm like, wow. Makes you not want to join a fraternity.
Yeah, really. Sounds like quite a shocking experience.
It is. Oh, thank you. All right. Football player at Eastern Kentucky University and his father. All right. So we're talking 18 to 22-year-old. So basically, it's an adult and his dad are accused of attacking a member of the coaching staff over the weekend. Charles Ingram V and his dad have been charged with fourth-degree assault and other counts. Authorities say the Ingrams went after coach Rashad Watson in the EKU Stadium parking lot after the team's loss on Saturday night. The player has been suspended from the team as the investigation continues. And the only thing I can think of is upset at the lack of playing time. I'm the best. Didn't I tell you I was the best?
Yeah.
I should be playing every single time.
And my son should be playing.
And my son's also the best. Haven't I mentioned that yet? My son is the absolute best, and you're not playing him.
You know, being a coach and being a referee are dangerous jobs.
Yes, they are.
My son was a coach, a referee, and my grandson was a referee.
Sport?
And they both...
What sport?
Basketball.
Okay, basketball's tough.
And they both quit because they were constantly being threatened.
Yeah.
After the game or during the game?
During the game and after the game.
And after.
Yeah.
Isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
And what are they doing? Youth basketball? High school basketball?
Youth basketball.
Yeah. Well, see, that's where it starts. That's where it needs to stop. Dave, my husband used to be hockey. He was a referee, and but see, Joe, you know David.
Yeah.
They yelled at him, and he was like, "Yeah, right," you know. I'm the referee, and it's still what I say, you know. But my grandson was a very hockey player, and they in that town. Like if they were in high school, they could referee like youth hockey, and they got paid a little bit.
Yeah.
So he said, "I'll do this," because he was really good at it. And he did a few games, and he said,
"No more."
The parents yelling and screaming at him. He said, "No, that's it. Just I'm done.
Wow.
I'm done. I don't need that aggravation." You know.
Same with your son and grandson.
And the same thing. Yeah, yeah.
I figure in hockey it's a little different because you're separated from the crowd.
You are
a little bit. So
right, yeah.
And you're skating so fast, the wind rushing by your ears. You really can't hear the crowd, but you can hear the players and the coach.
Oh yeah, the coach.
Which is just as bad.
Yeah, but Dave used to like to say, "Okay, get out," because you could do that when you're the coach. There goes your coach. There goes your manager. And oh, by the way, young man. You know, you put them in the penalty box.
But basketball is so close to the crowd.
Yeah, very close.
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Oh, they run out on the court.
Yeah, they do.
During
yeah.
the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh,
parents?
sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a technical foul.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Going after because they don't like that was not a foul or you missed a foul.
It was a bad call.
It was no, it was off. That didn't go off my son. It went off the other guy. The ball should be going the other way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'll shoot you for that. You
Yeah.
know.
Really, that kind of threats?
Yeah.
I'll meet you in the parking lot,
Yeah.
kind of
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's what.
But it starts very young.
Right.
I mean,
and
yeah.
and you can hear so well. What I noticed, if you go to higher level games, the chatter on the field and on the court is much louder. But at youth sports, and I was like this too, the players don't talk. Occasionally they say, "Hey, I'm open."
Yeah.
So the ability to hear what everyone else is saying is amplified.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you can
Yeah.
you can check out who's yelling at you and like that. And do they understand? Do the parents not understand that little Johnny's only 10?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure they care. Although,
and there are no NBA scouts.
I think the coaches and the referees have the right to eject.
They do.
Parents or anybody in there
Yeah.
who's creating
Yes, they do.
A ruckus.
Yeah.
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 Now, were there any police at the game? Not just called later, but sometimes high school games have cops at like one.
When
at
I
the
was in
event,
high
just
school, they
case.
had cops on occasion. There were teams that have very serious rivalries. So
Yeah. Wow. So, but this first, I remember I've told this story before. My son played hockey in high school, and the coach, which I always thought was smart, had a meeting, a parents meeting. No, none of the kids. Just I'm meeting with all the parents. We're all going to meet like I don't know 10 or 15 minutes before practice started, and we all met at the rink. And he got up and said, thanks, for entrusting your kids with me to teach them the game, and we're going to try to do our best. Now, and he goes, and I will talk to any parent about anything you want to talk about, except playing time. I said, your son knows why he's not playing as much as he thinks he should. It's no secret.
Well, it got so bad when I was in high school that they canceled all the night games and they changed the time to during the day, in the afternoon, because
Okay.
of the fights and all the other violence that was going on during the night games.
Did it cut down on the violence, moving into daytime?
Yes.
It did. Okay.
Well, not as many people were able to attend,
Make out.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. But yeah, going after your own coach in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been something else going on. I don't know. But it's the first thing that came to mind is you're not playing my son, especially if the dad's getting involved. And we sent him here so he could play, and he's not playing, and blah blah blah. Well, there's a reason why your son's not playing.
We lost because you didn't put my son in.
Yes. And if you don't put in the work, by the way, in practice, you don't play in the games. That's
Right.
how this little game is played.
Yeah.
All right. On another note, a Massachusetts man is facing charges after allegedly reaching speeds of going 149 miles per hour
Wow.
on Route I-74 in Henry County, Illinois, and leading deputies on a pursuit through multiple counties. 149. The Henry County Sheriff's Office says the chase started just after 3:30 on Sunday morning. 3:30 Sunday morning. Good time to start.
There we go.
The chase went into Knox County, where deputies from that sheriff's office arrested 24-year-old Brendan Ballard a short time later. So you do wonder if alcohol or other substances were involved in this little jaunt that started at 3:30 in the morning. Let's go 149 miles per hour.
Wow.
Yes.
Doesn't say what kind of car he was driving. I would like to know what kind of car can go 149 without shaking.
Not mine.
Yeah, there's a real issue here. Not mine.
Not mine.
But they have places, mostly out in California, where the deserts are and like that. And when it's real straight, and I can understand where things could happen like that out there.
Bonneville Flats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Illinois, how straight is the terrain? Okay, you're in the Midwest, and it is relatively flat, but still,
Yeah.
it's got a.
So does he get
Curve.
charged by
By the mile?
the officers in every county that he went through?
I bet he does. Speeding in every county. Doesn't say how many counties. We just multiple counties. So why not? Yeah, and it's even if it is 55. Boy, you're 100 miles over times what is it?
Yeah.
$100 over
Yeah.
for every mile that you're over. This fine is going to be a lot.
So before we go, Joe.
Oh yeah, what's your
I have a tip for the day. As we know, Halloween is this week.
Yes, Friday.
And so I'm very concerned about the health of trick-or-treaters. So this Halloween, I've decided that instead of giving the trick-or-treaters candy, what I want to do is pour a ladle of soup in their bags.
Chicken noodle?
Yes, that way I can ensure their health, and also they may not come to my house for trick or treat anymore.
I thought you were going to give them an apple or a halo. Come on.
Are you handing out plastic spoons too?
Oh, open your bag and I'll pour a ladle of soup in it for you.
You get some oyster crackers and a spoon?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Child abuse. Don't do it.
All right, that'll do it for the show for today. Thank you very much for listening in. Linda Tebow, thanks for coming on in.
My pleasure.
All right, and AJ, thanks for being here as well.
Well, thanks for having me, and thank you all for letting us be part of your day.
All right, and you're sticking around. You can be on Do You Remember with Gary?
I'll stick around.
That's coming up right after the 9 o'clock news here on ON Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump's nearly week-long visit to Asia continues. Earlier today, he delivered remarks to American troops aboard the USS George Washington aircraft carrier in Yokosuka, Japan, where he touted record military spending.
We've never spent so much